It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
16 more on that one and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And that goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley
with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Left side, got Jones.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The Cowboys at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Prescott to throw it. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nolan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Prescott down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
There we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Carter able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give left side, Blue with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Yeah. Now 3rd down and 7.
Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Micah Parsons
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Throwing is Hurts.
Being chased out left. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He hits Blue. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. What do you think?
Now Prescott.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott. On the move to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys are on the board here in the...
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
Getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't eat with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Guess what Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. A Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. To return, here's Paris Campbell. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26. 26.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Dump off caught by his back. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
26.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's on the move. He's running for it. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Yeah. We're going to 54. Why is?
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah. 26.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Flush down now to his left. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think it's fair to say, and the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we are looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Jones reels it in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. First down throwing for Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. They kick the running back in motion. Second down. Hurts throwing again. This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. Hurts setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying the right side. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from the 41.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Wait, I think.
Trying an option here. Play to the left. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Able to find Jones. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down, here's Dak. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Eagles get to it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Gamble now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Setting up the screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Ferguson there to bring it in. Oh, he trucked that defender. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
47. Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Has the connection to Jones. Brushes him off with ease. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end going in motion here.
26.
1st and 10, here's Jones. He swarms in the middle, this gets maybe a yard. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Kill. 26.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Getting out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Running back sent in motion.
26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. He's got... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys working here. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. 26.
Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it sets up 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Escapes out to the left. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Rolling left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt, and hardly any time remaining for them in this game. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Prescott dumps it off to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This finds Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. Offense in the hurry-up here. Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Gamble now on the return. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right, at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait, take! There we go, going to 53. Wait, take!
From the gun is Prescott. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here.
Kill! Wait, take!
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Jones reels it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go! Wait, take!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, 46.
Motioning the tight end now.
46.
Dak throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go. 26.
Back-to-back carries here. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah!
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Yeah. Here we go. What do you think?
Dak to the air here. Buys time, rolling right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, 47. What do you think?
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Flush down out to his left. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Starting on the ground here. It's on the turf. Falls out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's a big...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles continue piling it on here in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Throwing from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Escapes the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
A 20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
He's got it near the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like...
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Complex 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
They send a tight end in motion. Another carry for him. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. They pick up 1 on the run, One more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Here's Dak. Able to find Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Dak to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Cowboys trying to do some window dressing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
From the 42. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah, here we go.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I think some of us watching that in real time might not have been sure, but he sure was. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first, and he popped right away, signaling that he had it.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Wait, take.
1st and 10, Prescott. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Prescott set to pass. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Man, not even the shorter throws are safe in this one, partner. That is some aggressive coverage to be playing for picks that close to the line.
Yeah, not in this league. You know, maybe Pop Warner High School, even in college, but not in this league. There is no gimmies. You have to have a sense of urgency at all times because these defenders are too good. They'll go and take it away no matter where they throw it on the field. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL